We have the 18.1 warm-up for the 2018 CrossFit Open. The first movement we are going to focus on is the cat-cow or the cat-camel drill. This is a great drill to help improve intersegmental motion of the spine. The goal here is to move each individual vertebrae into extension and or flexion in a wave-like motion, moving sequentially up or down the spine. This will help us to increase the capacity of our spine to move and help us tolerate the long periods of flexion we're going to see with the toes to bar and with the rowing movements in this workout. The second exercise we're going to move into is an overhead position. We're going to work on expanding our capacity for our shoulder to be in flexion. This will help us with the clean and jerk with the dumbbell. In this move, I'm in a half kneeling position, keeping my rib cage tucked. I'm pushing isometrically down into the rack, holding for 5 to 10 seconds, and then I'll repeat that a couple times, and then you'll see me lift my hand off the rack here. I'm making sure to keep my rib cage tucked and just moving just from the shoulder at the glenohumeral joint, trying to isolate and expand that capacity for my shoulder to get overhead in a flexed position with the arm straight. The third movement that we'll move into is a end range hold and hip flexion. The goal with this exercise is to not see any dip or drop in the leg as we let go of the knee there. We're trying to expand the capacity of our hip to go into deep hip flexion, which will help us with the large amounts of rowing and large amounts of toes to bar, which require large amounts of hip flexion in this workout. Again, we shouldn't see any drop, or ideally no drop in that knee as we slowly let go of that knee. We also shouldn't see any bending in of the opposite knee, and we shouldn't see any posterior shift or rounding of the lumbar spine to compensate to try and keep the knee up tall. And the last one here is a weighted dead bug. This is a great way to increase our spinal stiffness and just get the core to quote unquote activate. The load in the hands helps gets the lats ready, and it's a very similar motion, not an exact motion, but similar to the toes to bar. After this, you should spend some time getting warm with the specific movements, generating a lot of blood flow, and get yourself ready to go.